Welcome to this video of the FABLE Calculator model structure. Our objective is to explore how the FABLE Calculator works as a model, including which are the most common Excel functions, how to read formulas, and how to recognize and fix errors. Remembering from previous videos, the FABLE Calculator follows various calculation steps. In step 1, the model computes the targeted human consumption, as this will be used to compute the targeted livestock production and the targeted crop production. The numbering of the calculation worksheets in the FABLE Calculator reflects this sequence of calculation steps. Inside each of the calculation worksheets, there are also different tables with columns, which themselves have one formula per column, as we will see in the next videos for each calculation step. For this reason, it is important to be familiar with the most commonly used Excel functions and how they combine to form different formulas. In the FABLE Calculator website that you can access with this URL address, you can find a description of these Excel functions, as well as some examples of how they are used. Most of the operations carried out in the model relate to recalling values from other tables or other worksheets in the Excel file, and to combine these values in simple arithmetic operations. Every formula of the model utilizes an Excel function, the name of a table, the name of a column, and some criteria to match the specific value to be recalled. Let us look at a formula for an example. At first, and if you have had little previous experience of Excel functions, the formula could look very intimidating. Don't worry. When you take a closer look at it, and breaking it down into various components, you will see that the operation is actually quite simple. What this formula is actually doing is just bringing a value from another place of the model, namely a table called SDSN, and from a column named shifter, value which must match the criteria that is listed afterwards for the same row. It has to be the same scenario for diets. It has to belong to a group of agricultural goods, and it has to match the same year. For this reason, another useful tool that Excel allows is to find the table. You can use the Excel tool for finding, as is now shown. Let's look for the table named SDSN. I will copy its name and look for the function of find and select. I paste the table name that I want to find into the entire workbook, and I ask Excel to find all of the formulas with this table name. After some seconds, we get a lot of formulas, and we here see that there's a link to the table SDSN. I click on that link, and it immediately takes me to where this table is. Reading formulas in this way and understanding what each table and column does is essential to understanding the FABLE Calculator. We will review the tables for each of the main calculation steps in the next videos to help you in this task. Sooner than later, you will be changing formulas to adapt the model to your own country. Do you dare to take the chance? To do this and become an advanced FABLE Calculator user, the next milestone is to learn where to look for possible errors or infeasibilities in the calculator. In this slide, we enlist some of the most common errors encountered by the current users of the calculator. Table is named incorrectly, duplicated rows when adding data, columns inserted in the wrong place, which affect arithmetic operations done by adjacent columns, values are inserted by mistake when one clicks inadvertently in an Excel cell, or a formula is not copied in all rows of a column. To identify some of these possible errors, a QA tool and a reference calculator has been created and is continually updated for all registered members of the FABLE Consortium. An advanced FABLE Calculator user should also monitor more complex issues, which would require longer troubleshooting sessions. Some of these issues can be identified with several built-in checks in the calculator. Here we enlist some of the most common built-in checks that will be reviewed in more detail in the next video's quizzes and exercises. See you there!